Well, for the most part, we are officially out of the office so that my poor husband can work and not get distracted by our kids doing their school projects in the office. So he helped me set up this room for me and the girls to do our crafting. And so over here is where we have it set up for the girls. They both have a table, and Sierra likes to look out the window. And then over here is some storage from a friend that just gave us a lot of storage items. Thank you, Marty. Up there is some markers, permanent markers, fabric paint markers, lots of permanent markers. So I put them way up there, and hopefully the kids won't find them and that doesn't find my carpet. Then here we have the Big Cricut. I love this machine. I use this machine all the time. Great die cut machine. And then in here, I saw a few other YouTubers did this, is where I keep all the clear stamps that we have. It's amazing how many stamps just one CD case can hold. I had no idea. So I really love this little storage idea. So most of our clear stamps are in there. And then down here is the various scrapbook the magazines and idea books and quotation books. And then this is our newest toy, which is the cinch by We Are Memory Keepers and the wire cutters. It makes great mini albums. Then over here is some more storage from Marty. I'll probably use those as project boxes. And then this is one of the newest things from Martha Stewart Crafts. And there's a lot of scoring boards out there, but what makes this one so unique is that it has all these lines. They're at every eighth of an inch instead of at quarter marks or at specific inch marks. So you can really do a lot with this. You can make any size envelope or card, and all the measurements are included inside this lid area here. And it also comes with a little boning thing to fold with. So that's really great. Michaels carries those. If you have a 40% coupon, you can get it for about $10. And that's usually where my laptop goes so that I can use the Big Cricut. And this is where the girls do their homework with their computer. And I gave them my old Cricut since I don't want them ruining the new one. We'll see, since they do chipboard, how long that poor little motor lasts. So up here is some more storage and albums that I'm currently working on. All of this, excuse me, most of these storage items are from Ikea, and they store the letter stamps, rubber stamps, glimmer mist. It's not really glimmer mist because I make it myself. It's using the Distress inks from Ranger as well as Perfect Pearls, but it holds a lot in there. And then here I keep a lot of hardware because of the mini albums. So these are brads, and then those are eyelets, and then in here I have a lot of the little clips, all different colors, silver and neon colors. And down here is some ribbon. I don't have a lot of ribbon, but then there's buttons and Prima flowers, and they're coordinated by color per jar, again from Ikea. And then glitter, paint, distress stuff, and some bling. And then down here are the albums that have been started and never finished, or just are in storage. So then over here is where I usually work. This is my little workstation area. And over here is a lot of the tools that I like to keep out since I use them a lot. The We Are Memory Keepers eyelet tool, and as well as the corner puncher and all the glue dots. And then in here, I've had this bin forever. I store a lot of things that the kids can use, like the Fascinator with the extra large staples, and then their paper trimmers, as well as the Xyron and the Xyron sticker machine. And here is the design runner and the label machine and paper towels, because you can never have too many paper towels when working with children. So this is where I usually sit. I have my sewing machine out so I can get to it real easily. Finally found my craft mat again. How it got in the garage, I have no idea, but it's finally back and where it belongs. And then I think this is called Ink Essentials mat. Tim Holtz uses this a lot because it can withstand the heat, and then you don't end up with ink all over the place. So therefore, another paper towel roll. And then so out, I like to keep my heat tool because I use the heat tool all the time for embossing. And then I found this cute little craft iron. Heidi Swap had one that was almost identical, but I could never find it. And I saw that at Walmart the other day, so I picked that up. And there's the ATG, and then the scissors. And I really love this. It's by Ikea Success. Instead of a blade sticking out all the time, it's retractable. Now, how I change the blade, I have no idea. Haven't done that yet. But anyway, so all of that's nice and handy, and I can just keep everything in one spot. And then this is the paper trimmer we use, and I try to aim for the trash can as much as possible. Don't always make it, but we try. And then this is a lot of storage, and I really have to thank Marty for a lot of this. I had probably about half, and then she gave us a whole bunch more. This is where we store all our paper kits. For example, this up here is the kit by We Are Memory Keepers called Nonsense. So it has everything from the felt ribbons to the stickers, the chipboard, and then on the very bottom is the paper. And so all of these are separated usually by product line in most cases, but then on the right hand side are a lot of the extras and the scraps that I let our girls use. So anyway, that's how we've organized the craft room, and along with the family pooch checking it out. The girls really enjoy this space, and so do I. So that's how we organized it.